Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Akabane101, and welcome to this interview with Relic Entertainment. I'm joined by two employees at the company. Guys, could you introduce yourselves before we delve right on into what we're doing here?
Hey everyone, you might already know me already, but I'm Kellie. I'm the community manager here at Relic Entertainment. I was previously at the PC Gaming Weekender, which you might have seen on video, which has been shared out on Facebook.
And I'm Chris. I'm a designer here at Relic, and I worked most recently on this Necron character here. So yeah, in the past I worked on Dawn of War 2 and did a lot of stuff on that game. So they brought me back in.
They brought you back one more time.
Revived me back.
Nice.
Yeah, they used the resurrection orb, I think.
Exactly.
Perfect.
There you go.
Totally with the trend.
So what are we taking a look at today for this little thing here? I guess you guys are actually releasing DLC for this game. Oh my god, it's
I know,
insane.
Right? Yeah,
it's been a couple years.
Yeah, it's been quite some time. Obviously, before we did have the blood pack that we released as well, but that was, you know, obviously just a very small sort of intro to this is the big one in which that we were working on even at that time. We went through all the forums and such like that, and we really saw that there was a lot of demand for the Necron. So yeah, we were able to get it made, which is really awesome.
Yeah, just last stand content in general is good because you don't have to like dedicate. You don't have to do a full faction. You can kind of just explore a cool character, get him into the game, give him some cool abilities, and just let players rip on that. So
yeah, I was curious about that because a lot of people are asking like, why not just make like an entire Necron army?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy when you go back to work on an old title. Like the tools you have to work with are old, and you're like, you know, we're 5 years in the future from when this came out, and we've kind of improved a lot since then. And to go back, like even just modeling the character, we had to go back to like old versions of software and stuff like that. So to put a whole bunch of resources, it'd just be kind of a crazy endeavor to do a full faction.
Mm. Yeah, plus the Last Stand mode is a really popular mode, and you know, we really wanted to give it some love, and very similar to the Tau, you know, we wanted to go along that route as well, just because yeah, it's obviously we don't have as much resources as we'd like, however we still have enough to still, you know, dedicate and add as much as we can.
Very cool. All right, let's get into some of the builds for this character, because there's already a lot of races that are already in the game for Last Stand. So what kind of builds do you guys like going for with this one? We've got like tanks and summoner type classes already for this thing. Like I've been delving into it for the past 3 hours and just going, oh my god, notes on top of notes.
Yeah, so like one of the kind of the keys behind the Necron that I was going for was more of like kind of like a battle cruiser kind of character. You can kind of like blast guys from, like, I don't know. I played through a bunch of the other, you know, all the other heroes and kind of tried to find if I could make a unique guy, because all the other heroes can achieve similar things, right? That you can build tanky versions of a lot of them, but no one could like cast. I kind of wanted this guy to be like a super spellcaster melee guy, which you could take him in that way, or you can kind of move around. But like one of my favorite weird ones is essentially like an unkillable melee character. So you have like intense energy regeneration to fuel your like toggle abilities that increase your health regeneration. So when the going gets really thick, you can kind of just stand in the face of like all fire, and so then your teammates can kind of come to your rescue, or you can kind of hold off big groups of people. That's using the immortal reclamation and nano scarabs at the same time, essentially. So
I actually had a similar build to that in my tank build. I went all nuts. I got 75 or 72% damage reduction on my tank build, but I feel like that one might be a little boring for me because like I'll right click and end the game.
You think so? I don't know. Some of the higher waves, they cut through you pretty quick. Even the
they do, yeah.
Even the plasma marines, the plasma tactical marines are
those guys are nasty for anyone that has armor, because that plasma is exactly what armor hates.
Exactly.
Just melts off.
So I find that one is a tough wave for the Necron if you've gone pure armor.
So Kellie, what are you playing as?
Well, I'm actually playing the same one that I had when I was streaming on the PC Gamer. So I really like the staff. I've got the Staff of Obelisk added just because I find that I like to sit back and be the ranged So yeah, it's like pretty much a very, very effective ranged weapon. The blasts in which that he does, it pretty much kills most of the people that are coming at me even before they can even get close to me. Whereas I find that melee, he's not very effective, as well as I don't really have anything added that's going to help me with health. Except I do have the diadem of reanimation, which means that if I do die, but everyone else is still alive, I'll be regenerated, or I'll be made back alive after, I think it's 15 seconds, is it?
10 seconds
10
right
seconds.
now.
Yeah.
Current tuning.
Yeah.
That was kind of like his signature ability, right? Like the Necrons in general, they always like you kill them and they either blink out of existence or they just get right back up.
I can't tell you how many times in Dark Crusade where I curse when all the Necron warriors stand back up and I go, Relic, why?
I know, and you're like, I used to play in Games Workshop. I mean, that's kind of
it's
their
even
idea,
worse
right?
at Games Workshop when the guy is happy when he gets his good rolls. Like, I rolled 6s. Like, I hate you so much.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man. I'm rolling a build I call Control, and basically it's a bit of a glass cannon, but really there's no cannon, so it's just glass. And all I do is just move around. Yeah, I have Nightmare Shroud. I got Mind Shackle Scarabs. I got plus 85 energy. I'm rocking the Void Blast for some anti-infantry. And then I got the Tesseract Tomb to keep enemies in place. And the weapon I have gives me Necrotic Barrier. This will block enemies' movement paths and stuff. So I think, if I can, I will be a very big nuisance to the enemy, or I'll just be a liability to the team that dies very quickly. So one of these two is gonna happen.
Sure.
I'm also rocking custom colors as well, the Banning Army colors. By the way, I just want to ask, why do Necrons not have emblems? This is because in the tabletop they typically don't have icons on their shoulder like you would see on an Ultramarine or something like that.
Well, we know like Necrons, obviously all the different dynasties have glyphs. It's just a part of the thing. We just didn't find a suitable spot on them that was gonna like make a glyph look really good and punchy through it.
Right.
We kind of talked about it. It just didn't really come through. We kind of wanted. I think we added a bunch of new colors because I really wanted to get like, I don't know. I take it kind of seriously. I want them to look cool. Like even like coloring all the different like glowy bits on them for the different dynasties. So we added a bunch of colors instead of the glyphs, rather than just kind of reuse.
So these new colors that you've added to the game, they'll be available for all the different races as well?
Yeah, even if you don't if you get the Necron or don't get the Necron like after the free time, like the colors are just going to be in the game.
Awesome. All right. So I think we're ready to get into a game here after a little bit of just describing this thing. I'm very excited to see how terribly this is going to go.
Sure.
It can be difficult. It depends on the build, right? And depend what other characters, I guess.
Have you been brushing up on your Last Stand skills?
Actually, yeah. About a week ago, I started playing as the Space Marine commander and I got him to level 20. And then all my other characters, I flipped through them and realized they're all level 5. And I go, well, I'm done playing this game for a little while.
Sure, yeah. Grind your way to the top.
Yeah. But I love Space Marine tankiness, so playing a character like this will be interesting. So how are we going to do this? We just hit search here, and we're good to go?
Yep, start searching, and because we're all on, I guess, the same branch, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
As long as there's 3 people searching, it will find all of us. It just has to take a little bit of time, I think.
All right. So I'm going to hit search right now. Click. There we go.
Yep.
And so while we're at this, what is the origin story of the Necron Overlord? Why did you guys decide that this would be the next character in the Last Stand to go for?
Well, I mean, we looked at a bunch of different characters, and obviously at kind of what the community was kind of, searching for or like looking for, and trying to find we could have done like something like super obscure, like some weird like Chrono Gladiator or something like that from like the deep dark stories of the Imperium or something. But like the Necrons, they've been in Relic's past in previous games, and the Overlord is like, or the Lords, like they're all crazy badasses. And so we just kind of, we wanted also something that we could kind of gear up, because some characters don't really lend themselves to having like different kinds of gear. Like we looked at the Angel Sanguinus, for example. I thought it'd be a cool like giant winged angel space marine from the Blood Angels, but it's like he only uses a few weapons, like, you know what I mean? So there's not a lot of gear swapping out.
Right.
And the Last Stand is all about, having different kinds of gear and different kind of cool stuff like that. So And the Necrons have a lot of war gear and a lot of history, so that's what we settled on.
That's very cool. So the community has a pretty big influence then on some of the factors that go into creating a game. Hey, we got people in here. There we go.
Perfect.
Perfect. You guys are you guys 3 and 9?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
9.
9.
Who are these guys
I'm
copying my name?
Oh wait, yeah. Okay, I'm 3.
I know. We're really original with our names.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm Relic 3. Ugh. I don't even know. Yes. By the way, anyone that's wondering why do I have a name Relic, they gave me this account to do this interview. So very nice of them. Thank you guys for that. By the way, I'll just steal it forever, so I can always have level 20s, so I can feel good about myself.
I think it's when you go back to your game, I think you might have to remove the data, just because this build I think is gonna save this last stand data, so it might be funny, but yeah, when it's all launched and stuff, everyone shouldn't have a problem with anything.
So if I were to log into my main account here, would I have all level 20s?
No.
I don't think.
Damn it! Damn.
Sorry.
It's all over now. I'm just gonna unfollow you guys on Facebook or whatever.
Oh no, don't do that. You have to work up to it, man. Effort, man.
There'll be lots of people.
Oh.
Ideally, there's lots of people playing, so you'll have people to grind with.
Yeah.
All right, first we gotta play Fashion War. Who looks the most beautiful? Everyone line up.
Well,
I don't know
This is
where
important. There we go. I'm next to the blue guy. Who's this?
that's me.
Hello. How are you?
Hey, yellow.
Yeah, man.
Oh, we're both blue. But you've got a cool red staff.
Yeah, your staff is actually looking pretty badass here. I'm digging it.
That's how I do.
It's how you be. So when it comes to Last Stand, this is pretty much regarded as one of the more difficult games out there when it comes to horde-based modes. Have you guys ever thought of maybe making even more maps for Last Stand? Is this something that has been on your mind?
It's hard to dedicate resources depending on what it is, right? Like even with the bug patch that we're doing out, we tried to do as much as we could in regards to the bugs that are currently in game. And of course, we're not saying that that's fixing everything that's community prominent, right? And there are some things that we would love to dedicate more resources to, but it's just, sometimes we just don't have the resources and we don't have the time to fix everything, right? And there's always going to be something. So it's difficult for us to, wow, you're like glowing.
Yeah,
I just have that radiant aura going on for me, That's my Nightmare Shroud. It looks like it actually uses energy over time.
Yeah, so it's a toggle. So as it's on, so you can kind of wander around and do combat, but people will kind of run away from you. So if you get swarmed, it's handy.
One thing I'm noticing here, I can actually almost wall off an entire section here.
Yeah, it's wide enough you can actually.
Oh man, that is super cool.
If you have a troublesome tank coming through there, they can be stopped.
Dude, yeah, this is why I went for this build, because a lot of the issues with Last Stand is I find it's very difficult to, stop yourself from just running around the map, just running away from enemies in a circle.
Yeah.
So this might just completely eliminate any chances of that happening.
Yeah, it can also be good, like, to separate, like, there's an early wave in this particular map where you have the Space Marine captain and the two medics. And you can kind of cut the medics off from the captain if you're having trouble with them. Because I mean, when everyone gets this, they're going to be level 0. You're lucky at, or level 1, sorry. So you're lucky at level 20 here with all the toys.
Yeah, at level 20, it's just really overwhelming. It took me at least about 20 minutes just kind of reading through everything. Like, this is what I go for. How do you guys make the decision to, what, depending on like how you level up? What makes you guys decide what items should be unlocked at certain levels?
So I went through and just kind of like, I kind of wanted a good mix. So like you don't want to like leave like a sweet weapon for level 20 because not everyone's going to get to level 20. So like the Void Reaper Scythe is like a really iconic Necron weapon. And so I unlocked that. I forget what the exact level is, but like I try to unlock it like by like level 11 or something rather than be like, oh, hey, play the game for, 20 hours and then you finally get it, even though you kind of just want to play with it. So we take that into account, and we also take into account like what sorts of combinations of abilities will be available to the player. So it's like, if there's, if you give all the toggle abilities that require energy, but you don't give them any regen boost, then the toggles are all underwhelming until a certain higher level, right?
Right.
So we just kind of try to balance those out a bit.
Oh man, we are. I'm getting wrecked here. I think I may have made a super glass cannon, or sorry, a super glass non-cannon. Excuse me.
I've already
just
died.
A stained glass window.
That's all I am. Yeah, I'm just a window pane that people punch, and then I just shatter away. I'm not even made out of real glass. I think I'm made out of sugar glass.
Oh, okay.
So it's even worse.
Tasty enough.
Yeah, I mean, you can just eat that stuff, man.
So what's nice is that all the war sights, all his melee weapons, give him the unshakable trait, which allows him to not be knocked back. So that kind of comes into play much later, especially there's like a Storm Boy wave where they all knock you back like super frequently.
Oh my god, run away.
And
Run
that's quite
I'm
handy.
getting attacked. Oh my god.
So I just saw the Nightbringer there. How does that character work? Does it move around the map, or is it? I think it was doing AOE damage.
Yeah,
when
so
I
he
saw.
sits there in like sort of like a hateful stance and just causes a lot of damage around him for as long as he's around. He also disrupts enemies' movements by pulling them towards him. Like every time he does that big like clasp of his hands, he pulls all the characters near him towards him, so he kind of knocks guys back.
I'm throwing him out now. So what happens is that
So we can see
my
there.
character will throw an orb. All of them, I think, throw orbs, don't they? And each of them have, because there's the 3 commander items, right? So because I added the Nightbringer to mine, yeah, he throws out an orb, and then suddenly the Nightbringer will come out of that wherever I throw it.
So each one of those rings you see emanating from him is damage. And so he starts going crazy at the end there.
That character looks like a lot of fun. I'll be trying a summoner build after this if we get a chance to show it off, because I basically did everything possible to get as much energy spilled into the night, what's it called, Nightbringer?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then basically my staff, whenever I hit something, it recharges my abilities, and also I have reduced cooldown, so I'll be summoning that thing like every 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's a very powerful strategy.
I can only imagine what that's going to be like.
With the 3 Necrons, I think at one point before I've tried to tone it down a little bit because it was a tad out of hand. But I think that we had people doing it, like 3 people doing it, so there was a Nightbringer up like at all times.
That's crazy. So you guys just like chain them over and over again?
Yeah, like all 3 characters can keep it up.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the enemies don't really know what to do with that.
That is some legit strategies right there. That's like raid mindset right there.
Sure,
Like an
yeah,
MMO.
totally.
I love it. So basically, you guys have kind of left the game a little bit dormant for a while. This game is, I think it was 5 years old now, right? 5 or 6 years old?
Retribution, yeah.
But yeah, 5 years, right? We celebrated the 5-year anniversary on the 1st of March, which is why
Very
we're
cool.
giving it away for 5 days as well. God, where am I?
Oh boy.
I am.
So you guys are giving this Necron Overlord away for 5 days. Now, some people have been confused by that. So I guess just to clear it up, what does that mean, that it's free for 5 days? Do they download it and then do they have to pay for it after 5 days, or do they just get it forever?
Nope. So as soon as long as they download it within those 5 days, then it's there. So it's going to be a download link, so you can add it to your library. But after the 15th, it's unfortunately. Oh my God, am I the only one alive? No, I'm not. Okay, cool. But after the 5 days, it will be at full price. So depending on where they are in the country, obviously, or in the world, it'll be a different price. So yeah, just make sure that just to get it from the 10th to the 15th, and then it's yours forever.
So March 10 and 15, make sure you guys pick this up and have fun with that. So basically what I was trying to ask though, why did you guys come back to Dawn of War 2? Like you said, you have a lot of older hardware now that you're using. A lot of people have maybe moved on to Company Heroes 2, although we've recently seen Make War Not Love prove that wrong, where actually Dawn of War got the biggest boost in player base. So how does that make Relic feel, and why are you guys coming back to the game so late in the game, I guess you could say?
Yeah, well, we've over, I guess, the last year, we did a lot of promotions and such, which really revamped the community, as well as really gained a lot of new players into the game. So, it did really well for us on our numbers, and we just want to give back because it is still a game in which is really loved and really popular. So, obviously we don't want to forget the IP. Oh my God, people are dying, so I have to wrap. Oh, now I'm dead too. Sorry, it's very hard to play and talk at the same time.
That's what makes it fun. That's why I decided that we should definitely play while doing the interview. It makes it a lot more interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so it is such a loved IP for us, right? And it is something that, yeah, over the previous promotions we gained a lot of love. So, you know, giving back is something that we're really passionate about. So, well, I'm gonna revive you. So then,
Save
now that
me.
I've got the Nightbringer, now that I got the Nightbringer, he's taking care of everybody else. So we're good.
Oh, you just
So-
out of range.
So during that period, while you guys have been leaving us with our own phantom pain, basically, the modding community has been doing a pretty good job. The Elite Mod guys have been just kicking butt, just adding so many new updates and patches. How has that really helped out the survivability of Dawn of War 2 and its longevity in the world?
Yeah, definitely. We really appreciate the modding community, and I have been in touch with them as well, just because, you know, we do appreciate that they, you know, they do this all in their spare time, and, you know, it is something that people do still play quite a lot of as well. So there's a lot of people that are currently in, oh damn, I've died again.
My build is terrible.
Yeah, so those that do, you know, end up downloading Retribution, some of them do end up going to, you know, the Elite mod because it is such a popular, and they do have like matches and constant support and stuff like that. And I know that with the, God, run away. I'm dying. Now that I brought the Nightbringer, hopefully I can come back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that Nightbringer shredding some dudes.
It's really good, so it gives me a chance to remain alive, which is really good. Because I've got the item of reanimation, after a certain amount of time I get revived anyway, so I can, you know, let out the Nightbringer, I'll die, and then I can come back as long as he's protecting me around, so, which is really cool. But yeah, the modding community has been, you know, especially even in our older games as well, like I know that there's a big, strong modding community for Soulstorm, and yeah, we just want to, you know, the shout outs I really wish I could give more, just because, you know, they're an awesome group, right? And, you know, they do it all in their own time. And that's why I guess with the bug patch and stuff, there are some comments that have been like, why don't you fix the balance? And I'm like, well, the Elite mod does that so well, because they do go on forums. They've got their own forums in which they ask people like, hey, how do you feel about this balance? And they go off the feedback of that. So, you know, yeah, that's why I guess we sort of didn't do that with the bugs and stuff, just because, you know, they do that so well.
That's
How are
really
you going?
cool.
Are you surviving?
I am barely surviving in this while attempting to figure out what I'm even doing. Because it's my first time actually experiencing the Necron Lord, and I think that having level 20 is definitely very confusing, because I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, it's kind of a blessing in disguise, or like a curse almost, because you don't really know the full capabilities.
Yeah, I really am excited to try out that summon build though after this, because I think that would just do crazy damage over and over again.
Ah, damn it.
I think we're gonna get wrecked.
Yeah,
Chris.
You're the only one alive. Keep it alive a little bit
Oh,
longer.
no.
Ah.
too bad.
Ripperonis.
I've
Ripperonis.
wave solo before, but it's tough. It's in a bad spot.
And you were the only one alive.
Yeah.
I was trying to revive myself, but I wasn't going very well.
Good try, everyone.
Earliest death is Kelly.
Huh?
Kelly, earliest death is 4. You got to step it up.
Oh my god, I did
Gotta
die. I'm
step up
sorry.
again. I thought
But-
I died a lot, and then
Was that
all
that
right.
had the most kills though?
I don't know, but you died.
I probably had the least kills. To be fair, I was a support build, so I wasn't supposed to be doing really any kills. I was more of a troll build. I'm sorry, guys. So there you go.
That's
alright.
okay.
Well,
Let's
I
see if
wanted
we
to show
can-
off the abilities, so it had to happen. It had
Yeah.
to happen.
For sure. Do we want to do another set of builds and see if
Yeah, I'll
do you
try
want to
something
change it
different.
about?
I'd love to. Yeah. Here, how about we take a quick break here, set up our next builds, and we'll jump into the next game. All right, welcome back, everyone. We have chosen a new build. Hopefully this time I can be tanky. I picked a tank build. What did you guys pick?
I picked kind of a blasty build, so I've got like this ability here. I'll show you here that it kind of like does
Whoa.
a like a blast like that, and it's very very strong. Like, shoot the tachyon arrow, which is a good like ranged attack.
My special
Yeah.
ability is I hit people.
Nice. So you're the melee, right? So you're the attack mode.
Yeah, I'm full on tank, so I'll be using repairs and resurrection orbs and all that to try and show some of that stuff off. And if possible, if you both die next to each other and I resurrect you both, I get an achievement.
You got to
Nice.
do it twice.
Oh, okay. You
In
guys
one
you got both died twice. You got to carry me,
The cool
guys.
part about the resurrection orb is that you can actually res yourself. So if you die
Yeah, while you
and throw the orb on yourself, like pre-death, you'll actually heal yourself. So
Yeah.
So it's like
I've
it's a
done that
latent
lot.
effect.
Takes a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, so because
Interesting.
it takes a while to actually like activate, because you have to throw the orb, right? And then it goes into the ground and then it comes up. So it does take a little bit. So what you can do is you can sort of like, oh my god, I'm about to die. So then you can throw it out and then you die because you're in the middle of it. And then, you know, just like a few, how long until after, I guess? Just a little bit longer and then it will
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah. But I think
So it's like a reverse martyrdom.
No one heals anyone in there.
What, sorry?
You can heal all three of you. You mean it wouldn't make sense because he would lose the game at that point.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. It's best to preempt because one of you has to obviously be alive. There's been times like when we were at the PC Gamer Weekender where people threw it out and then everyone died. And they're like, no, but I threw out the resurrection orb. But then the game ended, right? Unfortunately, there needs to be at least one person alive in order for it to work.
Darn. So
Yeah,
no
I know,
solo
right?
plays anymore.
damn rules.
Darn rules. The heck,
Don't get it
guys.
away.
Now I'm wondering, did you guys decide to patch out the invisible areas you can get into in the Last Stand? Like you can teleport around the map and all that?
We did not adjust the maps.
Oh man. All right, the abuse. Get it going, guys.
I believe I know.
But fingers crossed people know about that and they just won't do that.
Well, I
You know,
mean,
it's
like,
kind of a
it's
bit
a way to get the max score, I think, with the Tau, isn't it?
Yeah, but I guess it's a mean thing to do.
I think at this point the score has been like kind of ruined by just crazy hacking people at this point. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Cold Necron heart.
Oh, damn it.
I seethe
That's
with purpose.
can
I'm
use
a
the
little
resurrection
disappointed,
orb,
by the
Ben.
way, guys, that you didn't put any metal boxes jokes with the Necron Lord.
That's true. I did write a lot of the text, and it didn't occur to me to get the metal
You
box.
should have done that as some of your placeholders for this build. Just be like, metal box, don't
Sure.
throw.
He does throw a metal box. I don't know what it's made
He
of.
does throw a metal box. Oh my, all you need. Okay, someone,
Living
modders
metal.
out there, someone that's a modder, get the guy to say metal boxes whenever we throw that ability. The Tesseract, right?
Oh, that's right, dude.
Oh, damn it. I died again.
I think that's the way to go. I think we figured it out. This is what will change
Got
things around. This will fund all the video games.
I'm glad someone figured it out.
I figured it out, guys. I know all the things.
I think there's gonna be trouble here.
Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm trying to zap myself out of. And I'm so used to having.
it.
Damn it. Resurrection. Oh my god,
I actually
resurrection
don't
orb.
have resurrection. I'm so dead, guys.
Oh my god.
No, I'm still alive though. Watch this. The clutch. The clutchest.
Nope.
I lied. Oh!
Oh, you're up, Kelly.
Oh man!
Oh my god,
I missed.
no, I'm dead.
Oh no! It was so
Oh my
close. It was so close, you guys. Well, Chris, Kelly, thank you so much for your time, letting us know what goes on behind the scenes. If you guys, by the way, at home want to go and check out this thing, it is free. All you have to do is pick it up between March 10th and March 15th. That's correct, right?
Yep, that's correct.
All right, and you get that for free, and it's just free forever if you pick it up. Otherwise, I think it'll be $9.99 US, right?
$9.99 US, I think, after the 15th. So yeah, depending on which country that you have set on your Steam account will obviously be a different cost. But yeah, $9.99 US, and yeah, as of the 15th.
All right, thank you so much, guys, and everyone, have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Thanks.
His last stand begins now.